Shedeur is going to be practicing today. Will he be back as your QB2 this week?
Yeah, he'll be limited today. Mary Case will need to see how he responds. Obviously, he's pushing very hard in rehab, but need to see how he does over the next couple days.
Kevin Stefanski was asked a simple question about Shedeur Sanders' injury, and the man straight up stuttered. You could see it on his face. He had no real answer. Fans are losing it, wondering what he's hiding. Is this just another cover-up to keep Shedeur out? Or did Stefanski finally realize his whole injury story is falling apart? You can tell something's off the moment he opens his mouth. The question's simple. Will Shedeur be back as quarterback? And suddenly, he's fumbling through words, dodging the truth. He'll be limited. We'll see how he responds. Seriously, that's not a coach with a plan. That's a man trying to sell a cover story. Shedeur has been grinding in rehab, working harder than anyone, and instead of rewarding that effort, Stefanski throws out another vague, emotionless answer. It's clear now this isn't about recovery, it's about manipulation. He doesn't want Shedeur back in rhythm because the second he's on the field, it exposes how much the coach held him back. He's trying to keep the illusion alive that Shedeur isn't ready, when the truth is, Stefanski is the one who's not ready. Not ready for the pressure, not ready for comparison, not ready for the backlash when the kid he benched outshines his favorite pick.
Is going on behind the scene? How can this kid that was rated as a late first-round draft pick not get on the field for a team that sucks? They're not even giving him reps. That's on the coach, man. Stefanski's going to have to answer for that, and it might come at the end of the year, and it might come in the form of firing.
Finally, someone said it. What in the world is going on behind the scenes? How can a team that's clearly struggling keep a first-round talent like Shedeur Sanders sitting on the sidelines? It makes zero sense. You don't bench a guy with that kind of skill unless there's something personal or political going on. The Browns' offense has been falling apart, yet Kevin Stefanski won't even let Shedeur practice with the first team. That's ego, plain and simple. Everyone sees it, the fans, the analysts, even the locker room. Stefanski's been acting like he's protecting Shedeur, but the truth is, he's protecting himself. He doesn't want to risk Shedeur stepping in and instantly exposing how bad his play calling and judgment have been. The man's job is on the line, and he's trying to save it by burying the one player who could actually turn things around. But the excuse that maybe Shedeur isn't doing what he's asked is ridiculous. What hasn't he done? Hasn't he shown up to training? Hasn't he been grinding through rehab, staying ready, and keeping himself in game shape? Didn't we literally just see him practicing in leaked videos, looking healthy and focused? If Shedeur wasn't committed, would he push this hard just to get back on the field? How can anyone believe that narrative when the evidence says the opposite? If he didn't want to play, why fly back from Colorado, jump straight into training, and stay in game shape? The only people making excuses are the ones trying to justify keeping him benched. Let's flip the question. If this kid really wasn't ready, why draft him in the first place? What was the plan? To waste his potential on the bench? Or is it that the front office and Stefanski can't handle a player who doesn't fit their comfort zone? That's what it looks like. Either someone up top is playing politics, or Stefanski's ego has taken full control of the team. And if that's the case, yeah, he should absolutely have to answer for it at the end of the year. Fans deserve answers, and Shedeur deserves better than being trapped under a coach too scared to let him shine. Even Mary Kay Cabot is reporting that Shedeur is making progress after his so-called injury. Now, whether that injury was fake, exaggerated, or minor, let's put that aside. The bigger question is this. If Shedeur truly wasn't ready or was making mistakes like some claim, why push this hard? Why leave Colorado, come back to Cleveland, and jump straight into practice knowing Stefanski isn't going to start him anytime soon? You don't see players doing that unless they're hungry, committed, and ready to prove everyone wrong. His actions speak louder than anything Stefanski says in those vague press conferences. Shedeur wants to play, he's ready, and he's fighting for his spot even when the system is clearly working against him.
What is starting to become a mystery to me is how could he have 3 different injuries without even taking his number 1 reps all year long?
Right.
Tired arm. What was the injury in training camp? Was it a shoulder or
and
muscle?
now a back.
Yeah. So I'm wondering. I don't want to say it because people will jump all over me, but
you're wondering, I'll say it for you.
Does he want to play?
I'll say it for you. Either these are made up injuries or something.
T's starting to make zero sense. How can Shedeur Sanders have 3 different injuries when he hasn't even been getting first team reps all season? Think about that. No full game load, limited snaps, and somehow he's had a tired arm, a shoulder issue, and now a back problem. Come on. That's not a coincidence. That's a cover-up. It's like every time there's even a small chance of Shedeur getting on the field, a new injury magically appears. And it's always timed perfectly to keep him out just long enough for Kevin Stefanski to protect his own guys. Either someone in the building doesn't want him to play, or they're using these fake injuries as a smokescreen to hide the politics behind his benching. Shedeur has been doing everything right, training, showing up, staying quiet, and yet somehow he's the one who's always hurt. No chance. The truth is, Shedeur's attitude and work ethic completely destroy that false narrative that he doesn't want to play. If he didn't want to compete, he wouldn't push through rehab, wouldn't fly back from Colorado, and wouldn't keep showing up for a coach who's clearly against him.
When you have a head coach that's in denial, the way that Kevin Stefanski is when it comes to Dillon Gabriel, it really doesn't matter if Shedeur Sanders is 100% because Dillon Gabriel is still Kevin Stefanski's guy, despite Tommy Rees calling the plays. The only way Shedeur Sanders is really going to get that opportunity is when Kevin Stefanski is out of that building.
This is exactly what's happening. As long as Kevin Stefanski is running the show, Shedeur Sanders doesn't stand a chance. Stefanski is stuck in denial, blindly loyal to Dillon Gabriel, no matter how bad the offense looks. It doesn't matter if Shedeur is 50% healthy or 100%. He's not getting the opportunity because Stefanski can't let go of his pride. Even with Tommy Rees calling the plays now, it's clear who's really in charge. Obviously, it's Stefanski. He's protecting his pick, his system, and his ego, not the team. That's why every time Shedeur gets close to proving himself, something magically blocks his path. The only real chance Shedeur has to show what he can do is when that door finally closes behind Stefanski. Until then, it's politics over performance, and everyone can see it.
Do you have a charge going forward for these last 9 games for Dillon? I mean, have you given him sort of some mandates or instructions on what you need to see from him to elevate his game?
I wouldn't put it that way, Mary Kay, other than to say we have a lot of things that we need to do better offensively in total, quarterback position, every position, coaching, you name it. So those are, going back to the bye week, you try to study and learn some things and try to make sure that we as coaches are putting our guys in the best position to succeed, and certainly that would...
This is classic Kevin Stefanski, dodging accountability and sugarcoating failure. When asked a straight question about Dillon Gabriel, he gives the same generic line about doing better offensively and putting guys in position to succeed. But let's be real, Gabriel has been nothing but underwhelming, and Stefanski still refuses to admit it. Instead of setting clear expectations or demanding improvement, he hides behind vague coach talk. It's the same routine every week: protect Gabriel, avoid responsibility, and pretend the system is fine. Meanwhile, the offense stalls and Shedeur Sanders stays sidelined, all because Stefanski won't face the truth about the quarterback he keeps defending. As things keep unfolding in Cleveland, it's clear the real issue isn't Shedeur's readiness. It's Stefanski's ego and his misplaced trust in Gabriel. The fans see it. The media sees it. But the coach keeps pretending everything's fine. Something has to change before this entire season slips away. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Browns updates and behind-the-scenes truths. And tell me, do you guys really believe Shedeur's injury was ever that serious, or was it just another cover-up? And that's it for today's video. If you're tired of seeing Shedeur Sanders getting held back and want the real updates the media won't tell you, make sure to smash that like button and drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next big story. More Browns drama and Shedeur updates are on the way. Stay tuned. Things are about to get even wilder.